Good evening and welcome to the All Sports Matter podcast. I am your host, as you can see, the Big Oos, otherwise known as JB, and I got my brothers here with me tonight. We got some things to talk about, but before we get into that, I'm gonna bring my brothers in. First, we got Mr. Fleck Uso. Go ahead and jump on in, Fleck Uso.
What it do? What it do?
Then we got Solo Shiraz, the quiet enforcer.
Quiet. I'll give him the enforcer, but we're gonna take that quiet part out. So.
The honorary Oos is on his way. The honorary Oos is on his way in. But let's jump right into it. Y'all saw at the beginning, right there at the beginning. Rest in peace, condolences go out to. We lost a good one. We lost a great one. Hall of Famer, Mr. Franco Harris, passed away at the age of 72, 3 days before the 50-year anniversary.
2 days.
2 days. It was 2 days before?
Yeah.
2 days before the 50th year anniversary of the Immaculate Reception. And they returned his jersey this weekend. So what's your thoughts on that?
I know they were celebrating the 50 greatest players of the NFL this weekend as well. Like there was so much that he was going to be celebrated for this weekend, and we definitely lost the football community, fans, Pittsburgh Steelers. We lost Franco Harris, and that's tough. You know, he did a great job within the community, even recently. You know, he was still working on his charity. He was still working his neighborhoods, the community, the Pittsburgh. He bled that black and yellow, and we you know,
football fans,
as fans, you know, lost a great one. So I could imagine his family, his friends.
I mean, you know, just touching on, you know, building off of what Amir said. I mean, let's not forget that Penn State fan base where he played at college. They lost. He was, you know, he's a Pennsylvania guy through and through. Penn State, Pittsburgh. I mean, they lost a good one.
Yeah.
I think at the time that he retired, he was like number 3 on the all-time rushing list. Hall of Famer, great guy. Yep. Big in the community until his, you know, final days. So,
yep.
Like Mir said, as fans, we lost a great one.
We did. We lost a great one, and you know, it'll rest with everyone, and everyone knows that his accomplishments. So we won't jump into it and continue going on with it. So, but we go from one loss that affects everyone to another loss that really affects no one except for Matt Ryan, because I mean, come on, guy, really? You was up 33 and you really to the Vikings. Y'all saw what the Vikings did, right? And how they clawed back. Matt Ryan at this point, because he's been benched again. So at this point, is it time for him to hang it up?
What's sad about it is he's the face of losing big leads. He's the face of, you know, if somebody says, damn, you know, they gave it up, they might as well say,
they Matt Ryan.
Damn, got Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan.
The sad part about it, it's not all his fault, you know, but again, he's going to be the face of it regardless. You know, Atlanta in the Super Bowl choked as a team. You know, Matt Ryan didn't give up the ball. You know what I'm saying? They did a bunch of 3-and-outs or, you know, bad play calling in that aspect. They went conservative too early. And that cost them the Super Bowl, obviously. And then you're up 33-0. 33-0 has never been done in the history of the NFL, being up more than 30. I think the previous was 30 or 31, something like that. The biggest comeback. And prior to that was the Music City Miracle. So, which was a backwards pass, by the way.
Whatever.
A forward pass, sorry. Was it illegal?
Yeah,
illegal backwards pass. You know what I'm saying.
It was illegal.
You said it right.
It was-
Did the refs call it?
Why check through that way off?
Did the refs call it?
The refs didn't call a whole lot of
They
stuff.
didn't
Okay,
have,
then, hey,
well, they didn't have the
it
video
ain't cheating
cameras
if you
back
ain't
today.
trying. It ain't cheating if you ain't trying.
They also said that Tom Brady's arm was coming forward. Sorry,
Hey,
Raiders fan.
just
Sorry,
Hey, I'm
Raiders.
not a Raiders
just
fan.
the
Don't hurt my
Cowboys
feelings.
fans got to rewind the tape. Hey, they got to rewind that tape too. The Music City Miracle to see if that ball was before the line of scrimmage.
They need to, but I
But
mean,
Matt Ryan, back to Matt Ryan, man. I feel bad for the guy. But yeah, I believe it is time for him to hang up. You know, you got benched twice.
I don't understand this
the same
benching.
season.
I don't understand this benching though.
I mean, yeah, I don't.
For Nick Foles, like I don't understand that benching. Like Nick Foles is obviously not going to be your quarterback next year.
I think
They don't know that. They signed a guy he never played, which, if you think about it, is confusing in itself.
Yeah, I think at this point they're just trying to get out the season.
Yeah, but my thing is, you're not making the playoffs. You're going nowhere. Why not let the Ellinger? Why not let him play?
Because he's not that guy either.
I mean, but we know Nick Foles isn't that guy. Not the future. You know what I'm saying? Give this guy these last 3 games. See maybe he turns it around.
Look who came to work. The honorary Oos, Mr. Roberto Papa Noel himself.
He's going to be the honorary Oos.
The honorary Oos. Yeah,
I'll take that. Hey, man. Got to push these meals out, man. Had to push these meals out. I do apologize. Trying to get stuff right for everybody for the holidays. I want everybody to enjoy their holidays. What's going on, gentlemen?
Let's get that right. The honorary Oos.
Honorary Oos. That's who he is.
Well, it's a great thing what you're doing over there, Rob. You know.
Hey, keep trying,
like I said, community means everything. If you can get back, obviously. Franco Harris, we started the show with him. His passing away, so spirit of community.
And then we went into how the Colts passed away a win to the.
Okay, but I got a question for you guys though, and I put in the notes. Would you rather lose the way?
Hold up! Save that. I know where you're going. Let's get the other ones out first. We're gonna talk about the other ones too, and then we'll come back to that question.
Good night.
Oh,
but you know, there was a loss that happened. And I wish I had the video. I don't have the video. My production team has been slacking this week. I want to point that out. Last week,
the production team.
Last week, last week they produced something completely out of sorts. I don't know what was going on last week. It was a tragedy. But the production team has been slipping these last 2 weeks.
Yes, you have.
So we don't have the video, but everybody's seen the stiff arm. So
hey, so DD came in at the perfect time for that one, right?
Who was Quad D? Yeah, y'all did y'all thing with the stiff arm. I don't know what the Patriots was doing, man.
I have no clue
who was he throwing the ball to?
First off, Stevenson shouldn't have.
Why was it throwing the ball?
Stevenson should have went down.
Should be the question.
Why didn't they take a knee?
Just go to
Why
overtime.
did they run the ball?
I don't know what.
Well, who do we place the blame on for that one? Like this
everybody.
is like
everybody.
Whoa.
Like everybody. No, everybody gets the blame. Coach, the players.
Belichick, because why didn't Mac Jones just take a knee?
Yeah. Mac Jones.
You're just trying to get to overtime anyway. So why didn't Mac Jones just take a knee? Stevenson, why did you pitch it back? And Jacoby Myers, I have no clue what the hell you were doing.
Yeah,
you're throwing it 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage to Mac Jones. What the hell is Mac Jones gonna do if he would have gotten the ball?
He can't throw it now. I don't know what you're doing.
And he's slow as molasses, so it's not like he was gonna take off and just outrun everybody. So I have no clue.
I didn't see him.
I have no clue what they. And then he got stiff armed to hell.
The poor boy died.
Oh my god,
he died. It was.
All I heard was finish him.
Right?
Not good.
Right?
It was. I
Hardy
want
said
to
he
reach
came
out.
in at the wrong time. Yes, you did, sir.
I want to reach out to to New England and say I'm sorry because he got murdered, and I'm just sorry.
Yes, he did.
And there was a video that was circulating, that had been circulating on the social medias about a fan at his very first Patriots game. He was at that game, and there's this belligerent lady next to him just screaming in his face about why you rooting for the Patriots in our house and blah, blah, blah. So Robert Kraft has extended him an invitation to come to Gillette and be on the sideline and enjoy a game at Gillette. So
that was a classy move by Mr. Kraft. That was a classy move by Mr. Kraft.
Put that out there. That was pretty dope.
Oh yeah, he has to fix his image after being caught in a rub and tug. I'll say it.
Not in the
I'll say it.
He paid everybody. He didn't do it. Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson Sr.
He did not do it. Deshaun Watson. Everybody was perfectly on board with what was going on.
He said Deshaun Watson Sr.
But wait,
Deshaun Watson Sr.
So you talking about getting caught in a rub and tug and all this and that. Last week, because I brought this up last week about the production team, right? So last week when we was on the show, I said some things, and Amir said some things, and Amir got called a hater, and I got called out. Somebody wanted to bet me money because I said, "Don't be surprised if the Cowboys lose." And then what happened?
Pick six
Multiple
in
people said
overtime.
that they could lose.
Pick six in overtime.
Dak Prescott said, "Hold my beer."
So at this point, when we sitting here trying to tell you, because we just sports journalists, we just on here telling you what's happening. We telling you the facts. Why you calling people haters? Y'all owe Amir an apology. Y'all owe Solo an apology because he ain't done nothing but tell you the truth.
Sorry, Amir.
I've been waiting 26 years for the Cowboys fans to apologize to me.
Ain't gonna nothing but tell you the truth, and you can't take it. Y'all wanted to bet me. You wanted to call me Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp because I said they was gonna lose, and I saw it, and it happened. I brought forth the future. That's all I wanted to say. Amir, go ahead and ask your question.
Well, all three losses were ugly, right? If you think about it, the Cowboys was up 17, 27-10, right?
Yep.
Point. And Dak just realized he was Dak.
He dacked it up.
Dacked it all the way up.
Oh no, he pulled the Matt Ryan.
So I'm gonna ask the question because I don't want to answer it, to be honest with you. I'm gonna ask the question: how would you rather lose? Which one is worse? You guys choose. Is it giving up a 33-point lead? Is it throwing a pick six to end the game? Or is it getting tombstone through the
lateral that shouldn't have been?
Losing the way the Patriots did. Like, what's worse? Like,
they all
bad loss. Horrible loss.
They all worse.
What's worse?
Are you asking us? Well, the people in the audience.
Well,
we want to hear from the people in the audience.
Every time we ask a question to each other, we also open it up to our fans, to our social media followers out there who's watching. What's worse? What is worse?
So for me, it would have to be being up 33-0 at halftime. Like this, they didn't get 33 over the course of 4 quarters. They came back in 2 quarters, basically, because they were down 33-0 at halftime.
Nothing. They had 0 points.
So you gave up the booty in 2 quarters.
Tooted it up.
Gave up the booty in 2 quarters.
How Ice Cube,
for me,
how Ice Cube said it.
And then being a Titans fan, I gotta throw some shade at the Colts anyway. So being up 33-0 at halftime and losing, for me, is the worst of the 3.
I mean, Ice Cube said it best. No Vaseline.
What you got, Rob?
There's no question. So if he pulled the Super Bowl, Matt Ryan went back to his history and said, "You know what? I'm feeling real Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl.
Hold my beer.
I'm gonna fall apart like New Edition on the Any Heartbreak tour. Hold my beer while I do this. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this game." and that's exactly what he did, dude. It was horrible to watch it go down. I was like, I know good and well this dude is not about to fall apart in this third and fourth quarter. And sure enough, just as sure as his name is Matt Ryan, yeah, that had to be the worst. That was the worst I've ever seen, for real. That was horrible. All were equally terrible, but that one is like the king of R&B, Bobby Brown, fall apart. Yeah, I've never seen nothing like that before, bro. That was terrible. Seriously.
Wow. So,
Well,
What
let
you
me,
got, Jimmy?
so I'm as for a team, I'm gonna say the Colts. That was horrible, and and that should go without saying because it's the biggest comeback in NFL history. So as a team, I'm gonna say the Colts. As an individual player, I'm gonna say the Patriots because not only
So which
did y'all
individual player though?
Mac Jones.
I was about to,
I was gonna get to it
is it
because
Matt
not only
Jones?
well,
he didn't
rumor
throw the
has
pick.
it
No,
they
he didn't
just
throw the
dug
pick.
him out this morning.
He didn't throw the pick, but he was buried. He's still in the field right now.
But
That's what I'm saying.
He
So
shouldn't have. But see, and I have to argue that one because he shouldn't have been put in that position.
right,
Exactly.
but
He's
you
a
didn't
quarterback.
finish what I was saying. Let me finish.
I'm sorry, sir.
I was
you're
saying
right.
as an individual player, that individual moment for him, not the play, the moment for him when he got stiff armed all the way down into the depths of Mordor, that for him was horrible. And unless you come back this next game in flamethrower for 6 touchdowns, you're not gonna live that down. Let's go down in history with the butt fumble.
But this is my question: is that
Which one?
worse
Oh, I'm
than
sorry.
throwing a pick six at the end of a game to lose
Well,
to
you
a
know-
team that you shouldn't have even been close to losing to? Is that worse?
Well,
Because
you
you
know,
at least attempted to tackle somebody.
I was gonna say something about the Cowboys, but last week we got called all types of haters and all kinds of other stuff. So I wanted to leave the Cowboys alone. I wanted to let them just stew in their
Shit.
filth that they got going on over there because everybody a hater.
Nope.
When you don't like the
I'll do
Cowboys,
it.
you're a hater. So it's
I'll
whatever.
say
with
it.
them.
Which
I'll
one
say
is
it
worse
with my
for you,
chest.
Amir? Which is worse for you?
The reason I
Cowboys just getting what they
obviously
deserve.
the 33,
I'm gonna
33
go back and read all those.
33 I was reading. That's what I got.
Yeah,
caught.
I'm gonna go back and read them once you get yours in.
Losing after being up 33-0, it's horrific. But the way I thought about it is not so much blaming Matt Ryan. Granted, he's the face of always giving up big leads now, but that it proves that what Jim Irsay did, putting Jeff Saturday on that sideline, was probably the worst decision of the year. Like, period. By any team, it showed that just a couple weeks ago they lost when he didn't call not one timeout and he had 3 left and he was down by less than a touchdown. They lost then. Now last week 33-0, you're up, and I don't know what happened in that locker room. We say, hey guys, we're good guys. How about we go out there and practice for the Pro Bowl and grab some flags because don't make a tackle. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened in that locker room at halftime? Though I don't understand that Jeff Saturday told these guys, hey, don't worry about it, guys. Game's over. Game's over. Here's a beer for you, a beer for you, a hooker for you, a beer for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he was doing.
I can tell you exactly what happened in the locker room. After the first game, because number one, I'm still confused by the hiring. I'm gonna just put that out there. I don't know what happened. The first game, though, he went and got the book, Coaching in the NFL for Dummies. They won the game, and then somebody promptly stole the book, so he don't know what happened to his book. So now he don't know what to do. So he been tearing up the office. He been tearing up the office looking for the book, and that's what happened at halftime. He was still looking for the book.
Why he just go buy another?
I don't know. He ain't getting paid that much. Apparently, I don't know.
More did he buy the book, or is it a water boy situation where somebody stole the playbook and now he's seeing it? What we doing?
He had the little green notebook. I don't.
That's the green notebook. You gonna give me that notebook?
Some of these comments.
You got to get it back.
Some of these comments. Harding said, "I have never seen a loss happen the way the Patriots lost. I've seen the big comebacks, Pats versus Falcons, pick six to lose the game happens multiple times." John Marshall, what is worse, being up 28-3 in the damn Super Bowl and losing? But since we're talking current, the Colts led by the same bogus quarterback. Mr.
Obviously,
Marshall, again, people keep saying Matt Ryan doesn't play defense. Hell, the mother don't play no quarterback.
Don't let John Marshall. Hey, look, John Marshall is still few.
The other players don't play defense either, apparently.
Hold up. One more. Mac Jones was the victim. Colts fans were the victims. Cowboys, they are getting what they deserve.
also, I want to point out that Mac Jones has filed charges against Chandler Jones because by the letter of the law, that was assault.
Not by the letter of the law.
No.
Now you know when you say by the letter of the law.
By the letter of the law.
You know when you say that.
That's a lot.
That gives us one of these.
Look, it was at least child abuse, child endangerment, something.
I can see child abuse.
You know what I'm saying?
He's being looked for.
Like,
reckless endangerment.
He's being looked for. Quad D, get your boy. Tell him to hide out because they looking for him because they
supposedly
nobody
still peeling.
You gotta treat Mac Jones like a little kid. Make sure you look at both sides before crossing the street. And he didn't do that. Like he was walking off. He was like, "We're going to overtime," and all of a sudden he saw a Mack truck coming, and a Mack truck had his long hand, like Mr. I don't know, eat pancake. His what the fuck thing to say to the face? He got all of that.
Like he kind of looked like he was trying to get out the window.
Hold up. Can you imagine what was going through Mac Jones' head when he seen Jacoby Myers pitching that ball back? Like, what the
hell? Why is that coming at you?
It was the equivalent to Tom Brady right now. The pass at wide receiver.
I'm telling this is exactly what he did.
Like, what is happening right now?
And his face said, no.
And when Chandler Jones got the ball, he was like, cool, he gonna go down. And then he came at him. He was like, why are you coming at me, bro?
You gonna pay?
I'm like,
hey, look, we need to quit advocating this Jones on Jones crime.
Look,
man, it was horrible.
First of all,
that was atrocious.
What I need for y'all to understand is we was all unwilling witnesses to this assault, and now they looking for all of us to write statements.
Did y'all see that video that big dude that fell down the steps at the football game?
Oh my God!
He didn't fall. He got pushed. I don't know if you saw the beginning.
That was equivalent to Mac Jones getting pushed down into the ground.
He got pushed. He was tussling with a dude at the top of the steps, and the dude
was right.
But he ain't gonna tussle no more.
Yeah,
his was just so much worse because he ended up with his ass out.
No, he already had it out. The dude was trying to pull his pants up at first.
Yeah, it wasn't
working. They got into it.
It wasn't working. Like
I don't know what was. There was a lot going on in that video.
It was a lot going on.
But all right. So because we didn't went down the entire other road. I don't know how we got to it. But Amir brought up the Pro Bowl. How y'all feel about the rosters that was announced? Who y'all see as the biggest snub at this point?
For me, CMC. I don't know how he didn't get in.
The leading vote getter, by the way, for the NFC running backs. Okay. And Tua was the lead vote getter altogether.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, the fan votes only count the third. It only counts third. Like it's not the end all be all.
Yeah, the NFL don't care about the fans.
Yeah, obviously, because the Pro Bowl is trash. I don't even know why you.
It's the no fan league.
Yeah, that's true.
So for me, that has to be like, dude was the. I think he leads the league in scrimmage yards from the running back position. He leads the league in scrimmage yards. I don't know how Miles Sanders got in before him.
I don't either.
That's mine.
The three NFC quarterbacks.
It just shows you how bad the talent is in the NFC compared to the AFC.
I don't know what's going on with the three NFC quarterbacks. It's kind of strange.
Who are the three NFC quarterbacks, sir? You can't go down that route and not.
That's why I didn't say a name because I know Geno Smith is there,
and
not everybody knows is what I'm getting at.
I know Geno Smith. The other two is
it's Jalen Hurts, Geno, and Kirk.
Yeah, well, Obviously, no. Jalen
Jalen
Hurts
Hurts,
is
yeah,
in
but
control.
Kirk is there because they the number 2 seed right now.
And Gino, and I don't know who just said it, which is exactly what I was about to say. He's played.
He has. That's JPP.
Above expectation. Like he's played.
That's JPP with 5 fingers.
He's played pretty good all year. I'm kind of surprised that Goff didn't get in over Kirk Cousins.
Right.
I mean, I guess record played a hand in that, but I'm kind of surprised he didn't get in over Kirk Cousins. Well, that's the only one I have a problem with, Kirk Cousins. That's the only one I have issue with. Like the other two,
I guess that's the only one. I guess that's the only one I really have a problem with is Kirk. But still, if you look at the other the AFC quarterbacks as opposed to NFC, huh?
Over Kirk?
Yeah.
Jared Goff. I said that. That's who I would. I mean, I see Goff as being a better player this year over Kirk Cousins. I mean, the record says Kirk Cousins is playing on the better team, but I think
Jared Goff wasn't that quarterback to begin the season as he was now. You know what I'm saying? He started very, very, very slow. So
I don't know. Like I said, that's my.
I mean, honestly, those 3 quarterbacks in the NFC were probably the 3 most stable quarterbacks, because everybody else they had points where they changed quarterbacks over and over again. Dak Prescott was down with the other little boy, the red-headed Rocket, I think it was. The Saints, I don't know who their quarterback is. 49ers had 3 quarterbacks.
Saints had the redhead.
Who is the boy? What's his name? Cooper Rush. Don't he have red hair too?
No, you're talking about Andy Dalton.
You're thinking Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton was with the Cowboys last.
All right. Well, either way,
How about Justin Fields?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a passer, he leaves, you know, something to be desired, but
as a
I don't know if I would have took Fields over.
Dynamic playmaker. Would you leave him out?
Who?
Justin Fields. He ain't got no weapons.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I'm not saying he don't deserve to be mentioned. Like, I'm definitely not saying that. The Bears and the Jags were the only 2 teams I think that didn't have at least one player.
Yep.
Announced.
And see, they should definitely adopt the Major League Baseball All-Star rules where at least every team is represented.
Yeah.
So
that should
I guess we all could have said, you know, Fields from the Bears is probably the only one that we would have probably even considered, right?
Yeah.
Why not Brock Purdy?
Nah.
Brock Purdy only played 3 games.
He only had a couple games.
Who? So I guess we're all in agreement with Fields is probably would have been the Bears designee. The Jags, who just I mean, the way he's played the last couple of weeks, Trevor Lawrence. But who would you take out to put him in? That would be the thing.
You're not going to overtake
exactly
Burrow or Josh Allen.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. So, like, who would we? I mean, this is where you would have to go like deep into the Jags roster to find like their ace special teamer or something.
Linebacker leads in tackles. What linebacker?
You're right. The one that came from the Falcons.
Yeah.
Oakwood. I can't say his name.
Whatever his name.
He's got that.
All them names. All that name.
I mean, I don't know the way they're doing all-star games in football and basketball. They just need to go ahead and shut it down and stop doing it all together.
JPP, if you could sell them used shoes and pass them as new,
you know what?
You
know what, JPP, that was ridiculous. I need you to stop. Never worn.
They came pre-crease. Those are the pre-crease Jordan.
Never worn. Come on. We'll call you out on the show, bro. That was terrible, man. Don't do that.
Rob, you know.
That was horrible. Them shoes made me think about Jonathan Taylor going to the IR.
Never worn by you, but who wore them before you?
Somebody wore them.
JT did go to the IR. Yes, he did.
Oh my God!
How to get us back on track here?
That was the shoes that
Oh, my
Jonathan Taylor
That
had
put
on.
Jonathan Taylor on the IR.
It made him had to go to the IR. That's what it was. That's why they creased.
He
'Cause
wore
Jonathan
those in
Taylor
the
had-
game. There you go.
I knew what happened. I knew exactly what happened. JT had him on, and that's how he got hurt and had to go to the
Oh
IR.
my
Hardy, how do
God.
you feel about Jonathan
Hey,
Taylor going
hold
on
on.
IR?
We are talking about sports. Jordan, Bulls, sports. And speaking of Bulls, see
Basketball
how see
You did that?
Look, Jim
All the way
got to
around
go
circle.
find it now. He's like, wait a minute, Bulls.
I don't know what you. I don't
Oh,
know.
Zach LaVine.
Zach LaVine. They are.
He
They
wants
look,
out.
they are very angry with each other. I need you to understand that. I don't know
Oh, wait
why.
a minute. Hold up. Mr. Perryman, welcome to the show. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Uh-oh.
I want you to go back and watch the beginning of this, sir. All right, go ahead, Jim.
I don't know what just happened.
Tremaine
I know
Perryman's
what
a Colts
happened.
fan.
He's
He's
a
a Colts
Colts
fan.
fan.
They came on the show.
Yeah,
Oh, it felt good.
33 points. All right, I'm not gonna say nothing else. Yeah. So Zach LaVine and the Bulls, because a bunch of his teammates that come out talk about how they disgruntled with him and he's disgruntled with the Bulls. So are they headed for a divorce?
What's going on with
yes.
the Bulls? Because DeMar DeRozan, they're
He's
talking
talking
about him in trade.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's going on in Chicago.
who would you
Are
get
they
rid of?
fire
though?
sale?
LaVine or DeRozan?
Who would Levine is the younger
Right.
star.
Of the two.
But I mean, with the
Of the
talent
two,
you got,
yeah,
why are you
of the
trying to get
two,
rid of
yeah.
any of them?
I just don't know what's going
Are
on.
they having
I don't know enough about what's
chemistry?
going on in Chicago.
The chemistry's bad
I
right
mean,
now.
They got too much
Their
talent to be
chemistry
this
is off
bad.
this season.
I'll say that much.
Are they doing another?
They
What
are.
you call it? What was the show with Jordan? Them last call. You know what?
You mean Last
I'm
Dance?
wrong. I'm sorry, Chicago Bulls. I'm wrong for that. But another, because we talk about people asking for divorces and being disgruntled and whatnot. Trae Young, as crazy
Yeah, I
as it
saw that
sounds,
coming.
Trae Young is having issues with the Hawks, with the coaches and management. What's going on?
He got his money and now he wants to go somewhere where he can win.
Well, you know,
And
do
him
you
and the
blame?
coach have not been
Or-
on. Him and the coach have not been on the same sheet of music this year. Period. All season. So,
Did we see the writing on the wall when they traded for Murray?
Yeah,
Mm.
Murray. You know, Murray. I thought Murray had better character than he has, but Murray don't seem to have good character.
you have to
What-
watch the
what-
Spurs
what-
game then, because
Go ahead, Rob.
no, DeJounte is he's a loose cannon there, so he's
Somebody go
very aggressive.
Somebody go put their hands on him.
He won't smoke. He want all of it. He does want the smoke.
He a little light in the ass to be wanting to smoke now. I won't point that out to everybody.
Well, it's different.
I mean,
when you got Popovich as a coach, you're not
Right.
gonna act out as much. You know what I'm
as
saying? That's a respectable coach.
Yeah,
But
you-
out there in Atlanta, as different. You know, Trae Young literally just didn't show up for a game like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That was wild.
just didn't show up.
And then got
that was
mad that
crazy.
got mad that it got put out there.
Yeah,
I don't understand how you just don't show up for work. You getting paid millions of dollars to play a child's game. You just don't show up to work. Oh, okay, well, we'll go ahead and sit you. We ain't got to trade you. We ain't got to do nothing. We ain't got to do nothing. He said, "Smoke like Beverly." You know, I'm tired of Patrick Beverly, and I need him to just go sit down somewhere. And speaking of the Lakers, Anthony Davis is now out. Which we already knew that, Mr. Glass, because I
I was
mean,
about to say
we already knew that was coming.
I'm not surprised.
Exactly.
Some people in social media land might be surprised, but everybody knew that. I mean, he demanded a trade, and then he had the nerve to say he wanted he wanted a video talking about a tribute video when he came back, and he was like, "They ain't give me one of them, boy. Go sit down, child. Bro, you need to play."
He needs some milk. He needs some milk.
He needs something. He
Uh,
needs to-
Lord, he has
they
some
put up
pride.
with him. 'cause
he
when
needs
he's
to get out
healthy,
of
he
Brittany
puts
Grinder
them in
DM.
the
That's what he need to do.
So,
Oh, my bad. I say that out loud.
Going back to Mr. Young, Mr. Trae Young.
My bad. I fell off quick.
How he wants out. Where who do you think could put together a package, and what would be a good fit for him? I mean, obviously his talent speaks for itself,
I can
You
tell you
know,
who's trying to put together a package right now.
On-court talent speaks for itself. But
I can tell you who's trying to put together a package right now. The Los Angeles Lakers, and they're trying to figure out a way to get Russ.
With what?
nothing.
Look, I hear I see what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but I'm telling you what they're doing. They're trying to figure out a way to put
Okay.
Russ.
Who could put together a realistic?
A realistic one. There you go. Thank you. Goodness.
Realistic trade.
Because everybody can say they putting something together, but it ain't realistic.
I mean, you can have somebody like the Jazz maybe come through with something to try to clear something
bro.
up.
There's no way. Like even with them 2 picks in like 30-38 that the Lakers are keep dangling in front of everybody. I don't see.
I just said the Jazz.
I don't see
about the Lakers, fool.
I'll tell you a team
Oh my
who
bad.
got the assets, the picks, and is quite possibly one player away from competing. That's the Knicks.
How did I know that?
I knew he was
where
going that
that's
way.
going.
I knew it.
They got Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, I was
That's
about
the
to say, but that's when you have to go with fit.
I mean, hell,
No,
you can
and that's okay.
you
You
can
Trey
can't
Young
play-
loves
you
New
won't
York.
be able to play Trae Young and
excels in
Brunson.
New York.
Huh?
I said Trey Young has excelled already in New York. Granted, he's rubbed the fans the wrong way.
But on court fit though, like how would you play Brunson and Trae Young together?
How you playing Murray and Young together?
Murray can play defense.
I was about to say,
Brunson can play defense.
Brunson
They're
played defense.
already playing together. Young
Who can play
and
defense?
Murray. So what's the
Brunson.
difference between him playing with Brunson?
Murray plays defense in the backcourt. You can't have two
You're not-
people in your backcourt and neither one of them play
you
defense.
just said Brunson plays.
Jalen Brunson plays defense.
Brunson plays defense. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't watch enough Brunson to know that.
That's why
Perriman
he
said
got
the
a-
Pacers.
I was gonna say that's why he got a big contract, but also his uncle being
You
on
have to stop talking
coaching
about
staff.
Indiana sports.
Got him that.
Indiana sports is terrible. But I mean,
No.
like you said with the Knicks though, Amir, the Pelicans have picks and all this stuff and might be like one player away of making some real noise. They making noise, but they don't. It's something that it seems like it's still something that they need right there, because to have CJ McCollum as your point guard, something's not right about that. In my
So-
I don't think he'll come in and be your point guard either.
He coming to shoot.
Yeah.
He coming to put a point.
So
No,
if you
I'm
got
telling you.
if you want Trae Young to come in and play a traditional point guard role,
well,
then
gotta go.
that's not the guy for you.
I don't think nobody in the NBA plays a traditional role anymore. They didn't already called. They switched to positionless basketball. So
In the front court,
no,
not the back.
all over.
The backcourt is. I mean,
when you
Chris
can,
Paul
when you can
still
have
plays.
a point
Yeah, I was about to
lion
say,
and all this
you
other
got-
stuff. Well,
Chris
you're not
Paul
gonna have a
still
Chris
plays
Paul.
traditional basketball, point guard basketball. So
And how many other people do that?
I mean, yeah, it's a couple, but he's the man.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
him,
I'm not saying you're
Drew
wrong.
Holiday. Drew Holiday's another
Yeah.
that plays
You're
traditional
my guy, man.
point guard.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong.
It's him
Jam.
out there now. It's not.
I'm being devil's advocate.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. The team that could literally put a package together and has draft picks to put together for it is
Who?
the Spurs. The Spurs can. They have plenty of picks. They can put it together.
And the full
And
Yeah,
rebuild.
but
We're tanking to get the
are
young guys.
are they going to be competing anytime soon?
Well, that's Pop's plan from what is around here. Build with the young guys that we have right now. Tank out this season and get the number one draft pick so we can get the kid from France. And if we can put that together and it works well, it might be a fit. I don't know.
Why
It's
we
a
not,
lot of if.
why we not talking about all the picks that OKC got?
That's another
Okay,
team
they
with
got like
a
1,000
boatload.
picks, and they got a lot of
Swear to
young
God.
talent.
But they got
a buttload of
they got SGA too. So
Yeah, that's true.
And,
He plays defense.
and they haven't gotten home was Chet this year. Chet Holmgren.
and then
Yeah.
they got the dude from what last year that was like a triple double machine that played the backcourt. I can't think of his name.
I wouldn't trade SJ for Young.
Oh no, I definitely
No.
wouldn't. No,
Nope.
no,
No.
definitely
If I
wouldn't.
was, I'd make the Hawks eat that. I'm sorry. I'm not trading for him. Not right now.
Whoever that last comment was, that's
Who
who
you
I'm
think
talking
that
about.
last
But I'm not
comment
going to
was?
say it that way.
Who you think that was? It was Mr. Crease.
I don't know. I got my phone.
That was
closed.
Mr. Crease.
Oh,
I don't know who that is.
JPP.
And we ain't saying Sensei Crease. We talking Mr. Crease. Oh man. I'm glad you brought that laughter out of me during this week with that with your marketplace post.
JPP, we will call you from now on. We will call you Cobra Kai. That's it. It has been decreed. You made me lose my train of thought. Where we at?
Since you talk about basketball, why no love for the Knicks? They just won 8 in a row.
They did.
Knicks are tough.
Are they contenders?
You know.
We ain't going that far now. We just said they won 8 in a row. I'm just proud of them. Look, I'm just proud of them for winning that 8. I'm not going as far as say contender. They're in a pretty thick division right now because you still got Milwaukee, you still got Philly, you got Cleveland, who is very dangerous right now. You have who else? Who else is in the East right now? And Boston. I'm sorry. That's my fault, sir. My fault.
The Celtics are struggling right now.
They're
going through something right now, but it's okay. They're going to work their way through it. Boston always does, but it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out because, like I said, Boston. I have it to where the East is going to have to come down to Boston, Milwaukee. You're going to have to fight between those two.
Boston need to figure it out because they're struggling right now.
Yeah,
that's all right. We beat the Suns.
Oh,
everybody beat the Suns.
Everybody kicking the Suns in the face right now.
Are you? Was that a dig?
That was me throwing it to you. I threw you the alley-oop. Dunk it.
Was that a dig? Because the Suns just got sold. So I mean, but
he pitched it to you.
He did pitch it. It looked like he was trying to.
I lobbed it up there to y'all. You dunk it.
Hey, you rejected it just like Chandler Jones rejected Mac Jones.
We back at it. But yeah, the Suns and the Mercury sold for $4 billion, or as Amir said it, the Suns sold for 3.1 million or 3.9 million, 3.9 billion, and the Mercury sold for 100,000.
No, he said the Suns sold for 3.9 billion,
and
the Mercury sold for $1 million.
$1 million. So
it sounds so much worse when it's said a second time. I'm telling you, bad.
No matter how many times you say it, it's gonna keep coming out the same way.
It just gets bad. It gets worse.
They sold.
That right there is just showing you the price of inflation. You know what I mean? Like these teams are like the Suns just sold for $4 billion. You know what I mean? Like that. Can you imagine if the Knicks get sold? You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? I know as much as y'all hate them, the Cowboys were to get sold. Like man, like the price of inflation is like.
First of all, Jerry Jones ain't ever sold the Cowboys.
That he's gonna sell it. I'm just saying that name brand, the Yankees,
in his will that the Cowboys will be buried with him.
Brand, sir. I'm not saying that he's gonna sell them.
I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying he said Jerry Jones has it in his will. The Cowboys will be buried with him. Everybody on the team and coaches when he's burying
them alive.
When he died, y'all all have to be buried with him.
He's burying them alive now. So
I didn't make the rules. That's what he did.
But but yeah, can you imagine like if the Yankees were to get sold right now?
That would be crazy.
Like, that's crazy. You know
that
what
would be crazy. Speaking of your Yankees, though, Amir. Speaking of your Yankees,
I'm just lobbing them up. Boy, you better catch it.
They just named their 16th captain, right? In the franchise history. That's strange
to me. Doesn't even make sense. Not that Judge got named captain. The fact that, do you really think? I think the position is overrated. You know what I'm saying? It's like
what the position of captain for the Yankees.
Yeah.
Why do you say overrated?
I don't know.
They make it that exclusive. Why do you say it's overrated?
Well, I don't know. For me, I get it. They've been around over 100 years, only 16 captains. But even me being a Yankees fan, I don't think it's I'm trying to find the right words here. So I don't think it's as exclusive. I guess it's not so star-studded. It's not a huge deal per se. You know what I'm saying? I think they just gave it to him to make sure that he stayed. It was probably part of the contract talks. But think about who are the captains of these other teams. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by I don't think it's that big of a deal. Who's the captain of the Brave?
No, I get what you're saying.
Well, but I think it's more about the prestige that comes with the captain of the New York Yankees. You know what I mean? Think about it like when you have someone like a Jeter who is the captain, or some of the other historical captains from the one of the most historic franchises in sports. It kind of takes precedence over everybody else. Everybody else's captain won't mean a thing. It's like you're the peanut butter, but there's no jelly on it. There's no jam on that crap. The real thing is the New York Yankees. They're the pinnacle of baseball. I'm not a fan, but I know it is what it is. That's who it is. And when you're the captain of the Yankees, you're the man.
I personally don't like jelly. Just want to throw that out there.
You're an evil man. I don't even understand.
Eating peanut butter. And I grew up with that welfare peanut butter. You know when you had to stir fry
peanut butter, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You had the little liquid at the top of it, bro.
Right.
Yeah. And you mix that in so it get good.
Yeah, mix that in. Yeah, so it get creamy.
I'm just throwing it out there. Humble beginnings. Okay?
No, I mean, we all was there. Well, at least I was.
We were all there.
I was.
Hey, look.
Big old block of cheese.
I don't know why you didn't like that. I don't know why you didn't like that good jelly we used to get with the white label and the big black letters on it. But it was great jelly to me. I thought it made great peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That's just me.
No, I'm with you when you're right.
So,
I don't know how we got on.
Hey, look, gentlemen.
I'm with you when you're right.
I don't either. Hey, look, I just threw it out there and it kept going. Gentlemen, hey, look, I love being here, but I got to go out here and get ready for this community service and make sure these meals get ready and whatnot. Look, love y'all. Always good. Hold it in the road.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, bro.
Brothers. Love y'all.
Love you too, bro. And then there were two.
All right, so we got a tag team going on.
Hey, let's do it. We only got a few more topics.
Kind of like when Roman Reigns only shows up every 3 weeks.
Every 3 weeks? Yep, he'll be back next week.
I guess we could talk since we're on talking baseball. Let's stay on baseball, I guess. What is going on the other side of the tracks with the New York Mets?
Man, they playing with monopoly money right now, bro. I mean, they just hey, you get a contract, you get a contract, everybody gets a contract. And I'm not just talking about $5 million contracts.
After tax, they're projected to be at $495 million just this season.
That's crazy.
That is insane to me.
I mean, their luxury tax payment is more than I think we were talking about it earlier.
Third of the league, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's wild. That's wild to even think about. Their luxury tax.
I'll ask you this. Are you worried as a Braves fan?
I am not. We've seen teams in baseball try to buy World Series before and it didn't work.
But some people have bought a World Series and it did work. Hello, Florida Marlins.
Yeah, but then what happened? How long did that last?
I get it, but they won 2 World Series,
and that's what I'm saying. And I think I said that earlier too. That this team is gonna blow up before it busts out, and that's how I feel about it. And that's not even coming from me being a Braves fan. That's me being a fan of baseball. Period. They're gonna blow up before they bust out. They may sneak around and get one, but I don't see them becoming this perennial powerhouse.
Again, everybody says I'm a hater. I don't see any difference in their offense. Now, they did pick up Carlos Correa. Obviously, that's huge.
And that's only if he can stay healthy, because he has a track record of being injury prone. I'm not even going to say being injury prone. So, which is why apparently that's why the Giants contract was scrapped, is because
I don't
something in his physical.
No. So that was the rumor. The Giants actually balked at paying him. They were finding stuff. They actually wrote down in the medical report a 2014 injury. Like,
yeah, it's his leg crack or something like that.
So they got the cold feet and was like, yeah, we shouldn't spend that much money on Carlos Correa being a 10-year, was at 280 at the time, and then they went up to 315 that the Mets did. I don't know why they just gave him the same contract.
No, it was 13 and 350. That's what came out at the end. 13 years, 350 mil.
Yeah, they didn't want to spend the money.
Right.
So the Giants balked at it. By the way, today they signed Michael Conforto, 2 years, 36 mil. But
the Phillies just signed Craig Kimbrell, 1 year, 10 mil.
That's crazy. So call it. Who wins the division? Braves, Mets, Phillies.
I'm a Braves fan, but I'm also a realist, and I think what the Phillies did scares me a lot more than what the Mets did. So if I had to call it right now, Phillies. And you know how hard it is for me to say that as a Braves fan.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Only because the Braves didn't do anything.
Exactly.
Granted, they locked up their talent for years to come. I'll give them that. They were smart. They did it early in the season. You know, they locked up Michael Harris. They locked up Olsen. They locked up, obviously, Acuna was already on the contract. Who else? So, is Albies going to be healthy enough? These are the questions going into the season for the Braves. These are rhetorical, but you can answer after I'm done here. Albies, does he stay healthy? Does
stay healthy?
Does that kid come in at shortstop? Can he
Von Grissom?
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure on him.
I think for me, I'm more worried about can Acuna stay healthy, more so than can Acuna. I'm more worried about if he can stay healthy versus can. Obviously, I need Albies to stay healthy also, but I'm more worried about the health of Acuna than I am Albies.
And also, big question: this is Fried's last year in his contract.
With that, I think
what happens there?
I think he gets re-signed only because I think that's why Swanson isn't back, because now they can allocate that money that would have went to Swanson to Fried. We really need to lock Fried up. Like that's not even up for debate. We really need to lock him up.
Got breaking news. Tory Lane's guilty of, wrong news. Craig Kimbrell, like you said, signed with the Phillies. I had to scroll up. My bad. 1 year, $10 million, which is huge because when you already have a bullpen like they have, a pitching staff, Phillies are only getting better. Right now, if you ask me right now, Tory Lane, yes. He didn't get sentenced. Why am I answering these questions?
I don't know.
He doesn't play. Well, he's going to be pitching or catching eventually, but not in baseball. So,
you stupid.
Yeah, I got the Phillies as well. Right now, picking up Trey Turner was huge, and that's what they was missing was a solid short leadoff hitter. But I believe they're going to keep Kyle Schwarber batting first. Trey Turner, but they're also losing Bryce Harper for half the season. Got to keep that in consideration as well. So,
but I think they're equipped to withstand that. I could be wrong. I mean, Bryce Harper is obviously, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, obviously picking up Trey Turner, you know
right, that's what I was getting at. Yeah.
So
somebody asked earlier.
Right.
Somebody asked earlier with Lindor who's playing shortstop. Lindor's going to play
Oh, Lindor's
shortstop.
the
Correa's
yeah,
going
no.
third.
Lindor is not going anywhere.
Yeah, and
That's
Correa's
like
going to third.
asking. Yeah, that's like asking the Yankees. You know, is Jeter moving when they signed A-Rod? Come on,
Yeah,
stop.
right. Exactly.
Stop.
Correa's
So-
going to play third.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, I'm gonna be watching a lot more baseball with when the East battles each other. Those gonna be some good games.
Yeah.
Definitely
And
gonna
I'm
be
with
some
you,
good
man.
games.
For the Braves, it's going to come down to, can that young talent keep doing what they've been doing? Obviously, we're banking on that to stay in.
Speaking of good games, last Sunday we quite possibly had the best World Cup final in the history of World Cup finals, with Argentina winning the World Cup in penalty kicks, and Lionel Messi, who now says he's not done playing international soccer or football, as they say. Did you watch the game?
I watched the second half and the penalty kicks. I didn't catch the first half of the game. Because remember I was messing with you about I can't say his name right. The French superstar. Mbappe.
Oh, Mbappe.
Looking like
Mbappe.
Giannis. Looking like he's some kid of Giannis.
That's right. Mbappe.
Yeah.
Straight from Wakanda.
So I caught the second half and obviously the penalty kicks. I didn't.
He also got extended 2 years. Messi got extended 2 years for PSG. Paris Saint-Germain is the team.
Yeah.
So as a person who
I was reading that too.
I noticed you wrote the livest in caps. So I am going to transition, perfect segue from livest to LIV. Golfers.
I see what you did there.
See what I did there?
What you did there?
Golfers are allowed to play in the Masters next year.
That's huge.
So is that a, how can I word this? Because before PGA was saying no, the hell with all of y'all. Y'all playing over there, y'all stay over there.
Right.
But they're welcoming right now just for the Masters. So
I think I think that was Augusta, you know what I'm saying? I think that was more their call than it was the PGA per se. I think it was more of them saying, hey, look, we want to stick to the tradition of the Masters and we want the best of the best no matter where they're playing. If they're qualified, if they meet the qualifications that were previously set, we want them here. I think that was more them than it was the PGA, and the PGA obviously is not gonna, go against one of its major tournaments. Which is
speaking of, well, I guess it's not really a winter sport. I also failed to mention earlier, Juan Soto is going to play winter ball in the Dominican Republic. And I know I meant to say that when you mentioned Acuna, who's been playing in Venezuela, their winter ball already. So he's trying to get back to who Acuna was.
And that's big.
Maybe that, playing winter ball with these guys, because they're trying to turn around to play in, since we talked about the World Cup, the World Baseball Classic in March. So
that's big.
It's going to be a good squad, but I don't think anybody beats the Dominican Republic.
Who's on that Dominican Republic team?
A bunch of Dominicans.
Yeah.
A bunch of Dominicans.
Some of the bigger names.
Oh, you got Vladimir Guerrero. You got Albies. You got I don't want it.
Juan Soto, you just named.
Huh?
Juan Soto, you just named him.
Yeah. They're definitely going to be tough. Their pitching is going to be insane as well. And I saw it not too long ago. And I will do maybe a World Baseball Classic preview show. We might do it on here. We might do it at baseball. Just do it on there.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Might as well. Why not?
Shoot, I don't blame you at all.
He said a bunch of dudes.
Huh?
laughing at what John Marshall just said. He said a bunch. I asked you who was on that Dominican Republic team. He said a bunch of dudes 3 to 4 years older than listed.
That's true. Hey, that started with that Danny Almonte kid. Well, really, it was Puerto Rican, but they do it. But again, we started the show off with Franco Harris passing away. We've lost a legend in football. Lost a great man in the community. Not trying to stall. We're this is our time. Again, I think we'll probably end it with the banner. I'm trying to find it here.
You go ahead and talk. I got you.
I know Jerome Bettis, said some kind words the other day. So I found it. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm going just
anything else you want to add before we go?
No, man. I just want to, wish everybody out there that's watching and that's gonna watch a Merry Christmas. Hope they enjoy this time with family. Hopefully, Happy New Year. I mean, we'll be on again before the new year, but we're gonna throw that in there too.
I appreciate the congratulations. Thank you. Being number 4 in the state of Texas is.
Yeah, man. Congratulations on that too, bro. I know you were kind of like, man, dang, I'm number 4. Look, bro. That's
I know. I was.
That's huge.
I know, and I was happy. Thinking about it. Obviously, I was in the moment.
Right.
But hey, I got to be an ad on was it DraftKings?
I saw that.
Somebody would told me. I found it by accident.
I saw that.
But before we go, what are you looking forward to this weekend? We got football day tomorrow.
Some football
football all day tomorrow.
Obviously, fantasy implications for me is out the window this year, so I'm not looking forward to any football from that standpoint. I want to see the Titans game. I want to see what Malik Willis is able to do with Ryan Tannehill being out for the rest of the season now. Yeah, man, I'm just gonna watch me some football, man. I mean, there's nothing else on football, and then Sunday spending it with the kids for Christmas.
Definitely, I'm looking forward to the Giants and Vikings tomorrow. Can the Giants keep up with a playoff-worthy team and an offense of the caliber of the Minnesota Vikings? So to me, it's almost like a playoff game for the Giants. For the Vikings, probably just not the game, but can they keep up? And we got the Cowboys and Eagles tomorrow. Obviously, Jalen Hurts is out. What do you expect from Gardner Minshew?
I don't know what I expect from the Eagles, period, because they're not really playing for anything. So
they still have a clinch division.
Yeah, but I don't see these Cowboys catching them.
Imagine Jalen Hurts sitting out the rest of the season. They just have to win one more game. Eagles have to lose out. Cowboys have to win out.
Right.
And the Cowboys win the division.
That's what I'm saying. Like, for me, like, I think I'm and this is me being one. They'll mess around and win one more game. All they need is to win one more to clinch. Obviously, yes, they want to beat the Cowboys to clinch, you know what I'm saying, and get it over with. But I mean, rest them boys, man, for that playoff run. It hurts.
There's a question for you. There's a question for you on the comments.
What was
Jackson, who wins the division?
Again, I love my Titans, but I'm a realist, and you know this. The Jags are playing better football. And we're about to have to start our rookie quarterback these last 3 games. The Jags are only a game behind. So, and then they finish up. And then the last game of the season is Titans versus Jags.
So Titans got who tomorrow?
For me, yeah, I think the Jags overtake them.
Well, they got Texans, Cowboys, and
Jags.
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I like that.
But they're only a game ahead. So if they lose this weekend, which hopefully they don't, they'll be tied. Yeah, they'll be tied in the division with the Jags holding the tiebreaker because they've already beaten the Titans. So
do you expect a Titans collapse from Malik Willis?
I don't have confidence in them winning out. No. They have showed me nothing with Tannehill these past 3 weeks that would give me any more confidence in a rookie quarterback with 2 starts under his belt being any better. And that's just, like I said, I'm a realist. I love my teams to death, but I'm a realist.
So who's the game of the week for you?
Cowboys, Eagles, Vikings, Giants. I'm with you. I'm looking forward to both of those.
I'm trying to look here. I don't really see much in the 49ers Commanders. It could be a playoff preview as well.
I just don't know if do we think the Commanders, because we know the 49ers are going to play some lockdown defense. Can they put up enough points? Can the Commanders put up enough points?
They looked mediocre against the Giants last week. And the Giants, outside of Kayvon Thibodeau was going crazy last Sunday. I'm glad that he's finally showing why he was drafted, where he was. But
right. Another game that is going to fly under the radar that I'm kind of want to see how one team builds on what they've been doing is the Lions and the Panthers. I want to see if the Lions, they've 7-1 in their last 8 games, if they can keep up that play, because they're right back in the playoff mix.
Well, the Panthers are only a game back from the Bucs,
and that's
so
what that's that part. Yeah,
this game definitely has playoff implications written all over it.
Right.
So the Commanders lose, and then Seahawks lose.
Which
Detroit wins.
They're playing Kansas City.
Yeah, no, that's going to be a bloodbath, I believe.
And they're playing at Kansas City, and Kansas City, I think right now is getting some snow.
And they just lost Tyler Lockett on top of everything else.
Yeah,
Seahawks did. So
yeah, we didn't touch on that one.
Tyler Lockett out for the season, broken finger.
Well, they haven't ruled him out for the season. They're waiting on him to get that surgery, and then they're gonna.
He's on the IR, which he's out for the rest of the regular season.
No, they haven't put him on the IR yet.
I thought he did.
Hold on, let me check that. I don't think they did. I mean, you may be right. I don't think they did though, because I thought they were waiting on him to get the surgery first.
Broncos Rams is never mind.
Did you really just say that?
Raiders,
the last thing I see, it says Tyler Lockett may miss just 1 game after perfect hand surgery. So they didn't put him on the IR, which I knew they didn't put him on the IR because he would have had to miss at least 4 games then.
I might need him next week if he gets it together.
Yeah.
That's what's the Monday night game? It's Chargers and Colts.
Chargers and Colts. So the Colts
that's gonna be a bloodbath.
Colts are going to go up 21-0 at halftime and lose 35-21.
I can't believe that, man. I'm Colts. But, and I get it. The emphasis should be on Matt Ryan, but the defense literally gave up 36 points.
Oh yeah, yeah. Jeff Saturday should be unemployed. But his boy Irsay got his back right now, so probably won't.
Yeah. That is crazy. We doing a show next week? I know it's New Year's weekend.
Well, I mean, we did one 2 days before Christmas. Why not? We'll get with Rob. We'll get with Rob and Jim and see what they want to do.
All right, I just need to know because I'm spending the weekend in Austin next weekend, so it's gotta.
Oh well, then no, we're not doing one.
No, I'll bring the laptop.
Yeah.
I just do the show in a jacuzzi. Yeah. Shirts optional? Is that a thing? How are we doing this?
Well, I mean, we're trying to keep it PG. We don't want to see your little hairy nipples.
No, that's shaved off. like it's open. Hey, we don't know what we're gonna talk about around here. What if I lost the fantasy bet and I had to do that, right? See how I tied that into it?
Hey,
We gotta make a sport. We gotta make a sport relevant.
that's what we do.
That's what we do. We talk all sports. And with that being said, we thank you. We appreciate everybody who tuned in, who participated. Remember, I can't do it like Jimmy does it, right?
Like
some
basketball, football, baseball, other like
yeah.
volleyball, tennis, golf. But here,
Are you reading that?
all sports matters. No, I'm not.
Oh, I thought you was reading that. I'm like, you got a teleprompter? And
Merry
yes,
Christmas,
everybody, happy holidays.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
holidays.
And we're gonna end this one the way oh my bad. We're gonna end this one the way we started with our tribute to Mr. Franco Harris.
See you
Merry
guys
Christmas,
next
everybody.
week. Thank you.